Hello friends, so a bit of an unexpected travel vlog because I actually am not in Alaska. I currently am in Colorado for the next week. I have some work meetings for the next few days and I'm actually gonna drive down and see my mom for a couple days over the weekend because when you live a few thousand miles away from your mom and then work takes you within a couple hours, you always go and see your mom. And you guys, I just have to start this vlog with something that is more spectacular than I knew I would get to experience while I'm in Colorado. I'm driving through the little town of Bailey, Colorado, and what do I see? Something that absolutely made me almost slam on my brakes and take an immediate exit. My mind is blown at what I'm looking at. And confession right from the beginning, normally I really don't like traveling without Sherri. Honestly, like Sherri and I travel so good together. We love traveling together. We're like the best travel partners. And so traveling for pleasure is a blast. Traveling for work, sometimes it's just kind of a pain, right? Especially because I have to go by myself. But you guys, I have to be honest. Right now, I am so glad that Sherri is not with me. Because if Sherri was looking at what I'm looking at, you would not be able to see her pupils because her eyes would be so far rolled into the back of her head and all you would hear is just like constant deep sighs. Because you guys, I found a place called the Sasquatch Outpost. Yeah, apparently this is like a Bigfoot museum right here in Bailey, Colorado. I had no clue this existed. You guys, I am such a huge Bigfoot fan. Sherri hates it. Like, Sherri absolutely hates it. She would not want to go here at all. And I am more excited to go here than I could possibly put into words. Let's go inside and look at all things amazing and Bigfoot. I wear probably a size 14 shoe, but look at how much bigger Sasquatch's foot would be. Pretty awesome. There's a news article here from Fairbanks, Alaska, right up by us. Here's a still image from the Patterson-Gimlin Bigfoot footage, obviously the most famous Bigfoot video of all time. And then here's a map that shows Sasquatch sightings right here in the area where we are. You can see we are right here. Lots of sightings here. Lots of sightings in the whole Colorado area. When you come in, they give you these blue tokens, and then here at the end, you get to vote. Put your token. Do you believe yes, maybe, or no? Sherri would be a no. I? Definitely a yes. So I just finished my time here at the Sasquatch Encounter, the Bigfoot Museum. You can see Sasquatch Outpost right there. It was spectacular, and I bought a few things, so let's go in the car and I'll show you what I bought. So they were a little weird about me videoing, and you guys, I don't understand that at all. I think if you have like a novelty kind of place like a Bigfoot museum in Bailey, Colorado, you would want every person who comes in here to video, take photos, share it wherever they can, get the word out about this hidden gem that I had no clue even existed. It is super small. It was $5 to go through. It's small. There's just like a few rooms. You get to read some of the history of Bigfoot sightings. You get to see some like casts of Bigfoot footprints, which I thought was pretty awesome. There's just a whole bunch of history and stories in there. So for me, it was like, if it was $15, I would have paid it and been so happy. I absolutely loved that. But again, I love Bigfoot. So here are some of the things that I bought. Number one, I bought a magnet. It says believe. That's going on our fridge. Sherri. Right now, she's watching this video, shaking her head. And of course, you guys know, I had to get a Christmas ornament. That's one of the things we get on all of our travels to document where we've been. It says Merry Christmas with Bigfoot. It says Sasquatch Outpost, Bailey, Colorado. I love that so much. And then the last thing I got is just like a little Bigfoot sticker that I'm actually planning on putting on my laptop. And you guys, Sherri would have hated that so much. Like the I was texting her photos when I was in there, and like she texted me back a photo. You know, I've got to show you. This is the face she texted me, and you guys, that is exactly the face she would have been making the whole time we were in there. She would have been with us. I'm glad I got to do this one by myself. All right, you guys, are actually getting a little bit of a glimpse into the struggle of a YouTuber. Because even though I'm traveling, I have a video that has to be uploaded tomorrow, and I could not find wireless internet everywhere. So I drove like 9 miles out of my way to the closest Starbucks, hoping their internet is fast enough to upload tomorrow's video. It is uploading. We're at 59%. Looks like we have about 10 minutes left so it is going to work. And upload success. Tomorrow's video is all uploaded and ready to go. You can kind of see some of the clouds off in the distance look a little bit dark. They're saying there's a chance of like thunderstorms tonight, which I'm really hoping happens because we don't get them very often in Anchorage. So I would love to see some thunder and lightning. Well, see lightning, hear thunder. You know what I mean. I am staying here for the next few nights at the Meadow Creek B&B. It's like a lodge here in Colorado, and it's absolutely beautiful. Like, look at the grounds here, just super spectacular. Let's go inside and show you the room. Now, I am going to be staying in here in what is called the Aspen Suite. Yeah, I am absolutely loving this with like the stone over here, the log bed, like awesome wooden chair over here. Beautiful view of the grounds. You can see they have like this fire pit out here. There's a hot tub up there, like a porch, a sitting area. And then over here I do have my own private bathroom with shower, which is awesome. I gotta say, you guys, this place is great. They serve a full breakfast in the morning at 9 a.m. and I've heard the reviews I read online said that the breakfast is spectacular. And here's my room right here, the Aspen room. And look at what's right outside of my room. That feels fitting, doesn't it? You guys watched my vlog recently where we saw the moose and that was like so Alaskan. Look at this. Right here is a deer. Apparently that's what you get to see in Colorado. I just had dinner at this great place called Zoka's. I don't even know what town I'm in, like some little mountain town. But the guy who helped me told me about a way to get back to the B&B that will take me through this like mountain pass that has like these old abandoned cabins, and he said like big rock formations, and it sounds awesome. My only concern is that I don't really know how to get there, and I feel like it's the kind of thing that like this vlog ends with me lost in the mountains, but I really want to see all the stuff he was telling me about, so we're gonna go on an adventure. But here's the upside: if I get lost, maybe I find Bigfoot. It always makes you feel good when the road you're on isn't even on the GPS on your car. Like the GPS is just like, you're in the middle of nowhere and I can't help you. So I totally might die out here, but this is absolutely beautiful. Like just rocks on all sides. There's like this little creek right down here. It always pays off to listen to locals. He said that this was like a much more scenic drive back to where I'm going than the way that I came, which was just kind of like a typical 2-lane road. This is like a 1-lane stabby dirt road, but that's okay. And he definitely said there's like a whole bunch of like cabins up here. Some of them are abandoned, some of them people still live in, and you can definitely see like there's one right up there on that ridge. You guys look at how cool this is. Oh man, you guys look at that place up there, like right up there on top of the rock. You can tell it's like a frame or a shell of what used to be a cabin. If I broke down out here and I had to like call for help, I would have they'd be like, where are you? I don't know. Like, I'm in the middle of nowhere. Just tell Sherri I love her, because nobody's finding me. Like, there's houses around here, but they're all very clearly marked like private drive, keep out. And I feel like if I tried to go get help, I'd probably just get shot. And I think we might be getting closer to some sort of like actual road. Good morning and hello friends. It is a couple days later. I've actually finished all of my meetings in Denver. They went great. Like super good. I'm so glad I came down here for those. But those finished a little bit early yesterday. So actually last night I drove down to Pueblo, Colorado, which is about 2 hours south of where I was, because this is where my mom lives. And so I get to spend some time, like a day and a half with my mom. We were up until almost midnight last night talking. This morning, got up, I took a shower. We are gonna go kind of explore Pueblo today. So I'm super excited to explore Pueblo, but mostly to be able to hang out with my mom. My mom and I are downtown in Pueblo, Colorado, exploring the Riverwalk area. The Riverwalk is like a mile-long stretch through downtown along the Arkansas River that they've kind of built up. There's shops and restaurants and stuff all around here. It's really pretty, but one of the coolest things, and I did not know this existed, they have like gondolas and boats you can actually take up and down the Riverwalk. When I came to Pueblo, Colorado, did not expect to see a Venice-style gondola. You'll see there's just like restaurants all over there, lots of places to sit, lots of nice green areas, little waterfalls they built in. It's just a really beautiful place to walk and explore, especially on a day like today where the sun is shining and it's a little bit warm. This is pretty perfect. And right here along the Riverwalk is the entrance to the Center for American Values. It's actually free to go in, so we're gonna pop in and check this out. So the Center for the American American Values. Basically, it's kind of a little museum to honor our Medal of Honor recipients here in the United States. So you can actually have the Medal of Honors right here, which is super cool to see. If you look around the entire space, they have photos and little stories, little quotes of every Medal of Honor recipient our country has had. And they're divided up. You'll see this is World War II right there. And then they have all the different wars. This is really amazing. And that's actually kind of a unique thing about Pueblo is that Pueblo, for whatever reason, I don't know why, has a large concentration of Medal of Honor winners right here in Pueblo. And so all throughout the city, you see things referencing that and celebrating that. In fact, here's a little thing talking about what I just said. What is it? Something in the water out there in Pueblo? All you guys turn out to be heroes. Look how amazing this is. This is a Medal of Honor from the Civil War. And then right outside the entrance to the Center for American Values along the Riverwalk is the World Trade Center Steel Memorial. It says that the steel for this was donated by the city to the city of Pueblo by the New York City Fire Department. A 9/11 World Trade Center Steel Memorial. You'll see right there at the top is the piece of steel that was donated from the World Trade Centers. And all along the Riverwalk, you'll see lots of different statues and pieces of art along the way. This definitely is the most stunning piece and detailed piece that we've seen here along the Riverwalk. It's called Walks Among the Stars. So this is amazing. But then when you get up close, I think probably the most spectacular thing about this entire thing is the detail. It looks like all of these are beads, but it's all carved. Every individual, what would be a bead if this was the blanket, that's spectacular. And then like the fringe, what would have been leather fringe on there, this is amazing. What a cool piece. So as much as I love Pueblo, I was telling my mom, one thing I'm probably not going to try here is the sushi. Something about sushi in interior Colorado. I'm gonna pass on that one. So you guys know one of my very, very favorite things to do when I travel is to go antiquing. Sherri and I love doing this together. And one of the things that we learned actually on our first trip to Pueblo is that there are a ton of great antique stores here. So Mom and I are out checking out some of the antique stores and seeing what kind of treasures we can find. Okay, I kind of love these old Marvel supersized toys. Spider-Man cool, Venom cool. You guys, the supersized Hulk, this is awesome. At an antique store in Pueblo, Colorado, a couple things I did not expect to see. You guys, check out how awesome this is. It is a Mjolnir that is like mounted there. This is $375. That is awesome. I love that. But you guys, I'm not a Game of Thrones fan. Never seen an episode. But what? So we've seen some cool stuff in antique stores, but this may be the neatest. Look at this. It's from 1983. It's a Disneyland playset, 36 pieces. Says it's a complete set. Look at this. I love this. It calls it the Whirling Space Ride, revolving merry-go-round, the spinning riverboat. It says Mark Twain on it. I love that it's got the train. I love that it's got the turning Ferris wheel. That's awesome. So we've been hanging out with Mom all day doing antiquing, walk around town. Many of you guys will remember her about 18 months ago. Last time Sherri and I were here, we did a video together. Honestly, we still get people who comment on that as one of their favorite videos that we've ever done, so I'm going to link it down below. Cool. It is fun. Cool. Yeah, we had a ton of fun doing it.
Video. Answering questions that you asked.
Yeah, it was a ton of fun. In fact, next time we come down, we'll have to do it again. I'm at my mom's house. Let's have a little bit of embarrassment time. I'll show you some photos of me that she has around her house. There's me. Look at there, there's me. It says that shot won honors. Interesting. I'm an honors winning model. There's me. Okay, let's not talk about the hair or the size of those teeth. Thank goodness I grew into my teeth. Also, look at that. Apparently I've always been an Incredible Hulk fan. Love that. And then here's me during my hockey playing days. I don't know if you guys can see this. What's crazy is I actually remember what this gift was. This was a cassette. Do you guys remember the artist Tiffany? That was a Tiffany cassette I received for my birthday. Clearly, that little nerd, super excited about Tiffany. There's me. We're just gonna go back up to, let's go back up to the cute photos, which are like right in here. One of the last things we're gonna show you here in Pueblo is this really cool place here called Neon Alley. I don't know the total story of it, but apparently there's a couple of brothers who live here in Pueblo who are neon sign collectors and lovers, and they've just have a ton of these signs that they've purchased, that they own, and they have put them in this whole alley. I'm gonna give you like a bit of a panorama. See, it starts here with all of this. Then you have like all of these signs up there. I really love that Aladdin lamp. You have like a bunch of neon signs over here. You have a ton of neon over there. more neon up there, and then as we turn back down this street, you can see even more stuff. So a super cool street to come to here in Pueblo. Totally unexpected, you know, it's a small Colorado town, and then right here in the middle of it is a whole street filled with some of the coolest neon, honestly, that I've ever seen. Good morning, friends. Final morning in Pueblo, Colorado. I'm heading to Denver later today. And the last thing that Mom and I are doing are actually checking out a local flea market. I love flea markets, and I'm excited to see what Pueblo's flea has to offer. So far, I've actually got to say I'm pretty impressed with a lot of the stuff that they have here. Just a ton of things from like some great old antiques. And then there's a lot of stuff that's kind of yard sale kind of stuff, but you're gonna expect that at any flea market. All right, picked up our first couple of things here. You guys, I love these old wooden pulleys. Got the hooks on them, a couple different sizes. These are great, love the wood. They're actually in pretty good condition. And the price on these was crazy. And I know these are super random things to buy on vacation that I now have to pack home in a suitcase, but I was able to get these for so cheap that I know that I can sell them for a profit back home, so I love it. I am now on my way out of Pueblo, Colorado. I just said goodbye to my mom, got to give her a hug. I'm so glad that I got to come down here and see her. That was just the best surprise of the trip. And I've got to say, let me talk a little bit about Pueblo, Colorado, where my mom lives. You know, my mom retired here to Pueblo a few years ago. She lived in Alaska for like 30 years or so, and kind of went on this trip to figure out where in the world she wanted to retire. She had a lot of different options, could have gone a lot of different places. And I remember her calling me and saying, I think I found where I want to retire. It's Pueblo, Colorado. And my response was, where? Like, what? And so I knew nothing about this town. And so I went online and I Googled it. And if I'm honest, the stuff that I found, I was not hopeful. I was not optimistic. I learned that Pueblo is kind of an old steel mill town. A lot of the mills closed. And like we've seen across America, typically when that happens, not good things happen to a town, right? Crime goes up, all of that kind of stuff happens. And so a lot of the reputation I found about Pueblo online honestly was not great, and I wasn't super at peace with my mom retiring to what I was seeing online. But this is my third trip to Pueblo, and whatever Pueblo used to be, I really feel like it's becoming something kind of cool. It has a lot of great antique stores, a lot of great art shops. There's just this really cool kind of, it almost feels like a resurgence in the Pueblo area. A lot of new restaurants, a lot of just a lot of new cool things. The Riverwalk area that you guys saw. So honestly, after 3 trips here, I really am liking Pueblo. It's a great place for my mom. She has such a good group of friends, which of course, you know, knowing that your mom's in a place where she's happy, knowing that she's surrounded by people who love her and know how amazing she is really great. But then when it gets to be a town that is kind of cool to visit, I've enjoyed all of my trips here, but it's time to head back up to Denver. I have about a 2-hour drive to Denver, and I'm actually going to meet some of you guys, a couple of our viewers, a couple people who we watch their videos, and you guys, I think you are going to love them. Their Disney content is fabulous. In fact, their channel pretty much is Disney exclusive, so I'm going to link their stuff down below, but you're going to get to meet them in just a second. All right, friends, we've been here for about 3 hours chatting in a coffee shop here in Denver, Colorado, and it has been super awesome. You guys, I told you earlier that you were going to love them. I promise you, you absolutely are. So before I have them introduce themselves, the link to their channel is down below, and I want you, even before you meet them, go click the subscribe button. Please subscribe to their channel. Now, here they are.
So we're For Love of the Mouse. We are Disney content. We do mostly Disney content over on our blog, and we travel to Disney World quite a bit. We're DVC members, and we absolutely love Disney. It's kind of our bonding thing. It's our
hobby as a couple is to share our love with Disney with our viewers, and we hope you come along, hope you'll subscribe, watch our journeys, watch our adventure, and watch us joke around and just be a fun couple.
And also check out our blog, because we do Disney and beyond over on our blog, forloveofthemouse.com. And LeggLife was one of the first channels that we ever started following on YouTube, and we've been following them for a few years now, and we just absolutely love it. So we know why you guys are here, because we love them just as much as you do.
So down below, link to their blog, link to their Instagram, link to their YouTube. Please go support them. If you guys love our Disney content, and we know you do, I have no doubts you're gonna love the stuff they create. Please go follow them. My Uber is on my way, picking me up to take me down to the Garth Brooks concert. I'm running a little bit late. That's okay, Garth isn't going on for over an hour and about a half or so, so I have plenty of time. I'm pretty excited about tonight's show. So here we are, we just got to the stadium. Look at how crazy it looks. Are you guys ready for the craziest end to this vlog? The concert was amazing. Truly, truly spectacular. He is one of the best performers and entertainers ever. Like, if you ever have a chance to see Garth Brooks, go see him. So the concert was at Mile High Stadium. I don't really know if it's still called Mile High Stadium, but that's what it will always be like to sports fans, I think. It was the largest concert in that stadium's history. 84,000 people. Which was cool. But knowing that it was a crazy big crowd, I decided I'm gonna take an Uber down to the stadium rather than trying to deal with parking. Taking an Uber there, awesome. Dropping me off close to the stadium, went perfect. But then afterwards is where this story gets nuts. So the concert is out and I leave and I walk kind of the place my Uber driver told me to meet an Uber, which is like this Denny's just a few blocks away from the stadium. And honestly, there were probably 75 to 100 people waiting at that Denny's when I got there, all waiting for Uber. So I checked the Uber app and it actually loaded and loaded and loaded, tried Lyft, tried like whatever I could to try to get a car, but none of them would find vehicles because of the size of the crowd and how many people were trying to get cars. But that's not the crazy part, because then it starts to rain. Not like rain a little bit. You guys, like, I'm gonna see, I don't know if you can see, oh, it's not really showing up. Oh, it is a little bit. This is the color of like what my jacket's supposed to be. This is like my under armpit. And this is what the rest of my jacket and all of my legs and like my hat, well, it's black so you can't see it, but it's like absolutely soaked. And so I'm like, well, I'm obviously never gonna get an Uber here. So I have to start walking. I didn't realize that their direction I started walking, there was like nothing in. I was finally able to get a car to take me to my hotel. It was raining the whole time, and probably like every quarter mile or half mile I would stop at a business with like an awning and like try to see if I could get a car. Never could. It was just so busy. There were so many people all trying to get cars in the same area, and like nobody could get anything. And it wasn't just me. There were like dozens and dozens and dozens of people like doing the exact same thing, walking like in this herd, trying to get somewhere out of the rain where hopefully they could find a ride back home to their hotel, whatever. And so for me, I don't know, it's like 12:30 a.m. and I'm just getting back to my hotel after walking in the rain. I am soaked, but honestly, like, I don't know, I'm not mad about it. Like, what else could I have possibly done? So hindsight, maybe I should have driven my car and dealt with the traffic rather than having to walk that far in the rain to get an Uber. What a way to end this Denver trip, you guys. But that is where I am gonna end the vlog here. You guys, I know this was kind of a random and weird travel vlog. Honestly, I didn't even know if I was gonna vlog the Colorado trip. And then when I got to Colorado and I saw how beautiful if you guys remember the place I stayed when I first got there, and then I saw the Bigfoot Museum, and then it was just like, nope, I've gotta document this. Honestly though, what an awesome trip. Getting to see my mom, getting to spend time today with Bryson and Crystal for the love of the mouse. You guys got to meet them. It was such a good trip. I'm so glad I was able to come down here. But I'm ready to be home. You know how when you travel, it's like, that was a fun adventure, but I'm ready to be home. I'm ready to see Sherri, ready to give her a hug and a kiss and give Missy a scratch. Okay, guys, I'm going to bed. Well, first I'm hopefully gonna dry out because I'm still soaking wet. Love you. I will see you in the next LeggLife video that hopefully includes less walking and less rain. We'll see you then.